Welcome to the Congo Hour. My name is Trippy, joined by my co-host Wayna. We want to thank you so much for joining us this evening. As always, Wayna is going to run down our guests for this evening. After our guest interviews, we're going to have our funeral announcements. We'll have some birthday shout-outs and some community news.
All right, so we have Trippy's, well, first of all, excuse my voice. I probably still shouldn't be here. I've had laryngitis now for almost 3 weeks, I think it is.
You feeling better yet?
I feel better, yeah, I do, but anyway.
Okay,
anyway. We have Trippy's favorite part of the show, the student of the week.
That's right. Mariah is in the house.
She's so beautiful.
And her little sister, who is my favorite person right now. She said, she asked Wayna, she said, "Are you Trippy's mom?" I can't wait to the interview.
But she
tried to clean it up.
She tried to clean it up. I was like, get off. Just go. Then we have Miss Sandy Clark, who's going to come on and talk about a special cause. And then we have Pastor Meredith Griffith that's coming on to talk about an endeavor that he's taking on. Okay. So that's our lineup for tonight.
All right, so let's get right to it.
All right.
Welcome to the show, ladies and Dad.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nora, you want to introduce yourself and introduce your family?
I'm Naira. I go to Del Castle, 10th grade, study cosmetology, and this is my dad, Marco, and my sister, Amaria.
What's your little sister's name?
Amaria.
Amaria.
Call me Mari.
I like her. She's going to come back. She's going to be my co-host one day.
You can take her now.
Take her right now.
Take her right now.
Mark, I mean, we go way back to Del State, man. I know you must be so proud of your family.
Very, very proud. She works hard, and very, very proud of her. Sometimes she gets her moments, but she grinds it out.
Yeah.
Definitely proud of her. The hard work is paying off.
So what kind of grades do you get in school? Nah?
A's and B's.
A's and B's. How long have you been getting A's and B's? Since you can remember. You got to think that far back? I didn't. I didn't have to think that far back when I was in high school. So props to you.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time? Oh, that's good stuff. You said you're in 10th grade studying cosmetology. And what do you want to do once you graduate?
I want to go straight to college, start studying forensics, and get as much knowledge about that, be as successful in it as I can.
What made you want to do that?
Ever since I was little, I was always watching, the CSI,
I know
Criminal Minds, things like that, and I was just always fascinated with, figuring out the scenes and stuff like that, what happened. Okay. And, that's what I see myself doing later on in life.
Okay. And I like when who went to breakfast with us? That was your cousin.
My cousin, yeah.
Oh, okay. What's her name?
Michaela.
It's Kayla.
You got your hands full, man.
Yeah, every morning this is what I get up to. Yes. I had hair before they were born.
What school do you go to?
Pleasantville?
Pleasantville? Do you like it?
A little.
A little bit? Oh, she's going to tell the truth.
I gotta be careful. I
gotta be careful what I ask her.
Yeah. What made you think I was Mr. Trippy's mom? What made you say that?
You said that?
I just want to know.
Because you're talking about Trippy a lot.
Okay. All right. She cleared it up. That was a good answer.
That was a good answer.
Yeah, political answer.
Right.
So we went to breakfast. You said how you want to do cosmetology kind of on the side so you can earn some. I'll let you tell the story. I thought it was pretty amazing that you.
Yeah. I want to study cosmetology because when I graduate, as soon as I graduate, I get my license. And then when I go to college, I can make money, work at salons, stuff like that, do hair on the side, and still be getting that money while I'm getting the knowledge to do what I actually want to do later on. And then, it'll be not double the money, but it'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, I like the money part. Yeah.
I mean, how many like 16-year-olds think like that?
They don't. And the good thing about it is, and we talk about it often, how it's always good to have a trade outside of doing something else. So very good.
Thank you.
I like that.
Plus,
look, your girl got her hand up.
What's going
Do
on?
you know another word for trade?
What is it?
What?
Barter.
Barter, that's right.
Oh, yes.
It is.
Yes.
What grade are you in?
Third.
Third grade.
Oh, my.
Really smart, too. All right.
We're going to barter after the show, okay?
I got my hands full.
You do, man. I know,
Absolutely.
like I said earlier, man, I know you're extremely proud of both of them.
Yes, and yeah, me and Trippy here, we go way back.
God bless you.
But that's a whole nother show.
I was going to say, God bless
That's
you.
enough.
Especially when you said Del State.
Yes,
God bless you.
absolutely. And we made it though, right?
That's right.
What year
that's
did you
right.
graduate?
Oh, man.
97.
97, okay.
Yeah, I was a little young. I'm a little younger than Mark.
I think you was 96.
That was 99, 98.
Was some-
98.
oh, never
Yeah.
mind, okay.
Yeah,
How old are you?
Me, I'm 45. How old do you think Miss Wayna is?
Oh, he's 43.
No, I'm 41. I mean, I'm 41. I'm 41. How old do you think Miss Wayna is?
21.
Oh, my
Can
goodness.
you say that one more time? How old you think I am?
21.
Thank
Oh,
you.
boy, here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
My girl.
Girls stick together. You
So
know.
I see. It was your birthday on Wednesday, too, so happy belated
He
birthday.
told me to say higher.
I did tell you to say. I'm supposed to be, we're supposed to be
I
partners.
got an honesty award from camp, so I
Oh,
gotta be honest.
all right.
All right, that's enough.
Keep up the great work. All right, always tell the truth.
I got a good thing on my behavior report.
You did. All right, congratulations. What's your favorite subject in school? What's your favorite
Math.
class? Math. You like math? What's yours, Nye?
My favorite subject would probably be science.
Science?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like
makes sense.
science. It's math,
Taking over.
science,
She's like, my
and
sister
art.
is not getting all the shine.
Right.
Oh, relax. Thank you.
Nah, she's fine. We do have a certificate for you, Nye, that Wayne is gonna give to you.
You want?
We can just give it to her and I'll replace
Okay.
it with the
All right.
updated one
So you want me to read it?
if you want to.
All right, so this certificate, which we call the Jaquana M. Lewis Memorial Certificate of Academic Excellence to our Student of the Week, Naira, is that how you pronounce your name? Gonzalez, a community service recognition of youth who are making a difference, given by the Congo Funeral Home. I'm going to give you this one, and then we're going to give you a different one too, all right?
Thank you.
You're
right.
welcome.
I really appreciate everything.
All right, you're welcome. You want to give any shout outs or say hi to anybody who's watching?
If my mom is watching,
Okay.
hello, Mom.
All right.
She's sick, so she
Is she?
probably not. She probably sleep.
Okay, let's take a quick break.
Thank
you.
you.
Keep right on talking.
No, his
You're
dad
coming back.
was like,
You're coming back. She's coming
Yes,
back.
please.
Next time Miss Wayne calls out sick, I'm calling on you. You're going to be right here sitting next to me, okay?
so what about when you just say you're not coming?
She can be right here with you.
Okay.
That's right. We got a permanent fill-in.
I know
All right,
you're going
thank
to do
you.
very well, so when you come back from college or even before you graduate, I would love to have you back on. And I was sharing with her dad that we normally, a lot of times we get the younger students, so we want to definitely encourage those that are in high school to recommend them as well to do great. So we have to push everyone to do better.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. So we're going to take a really quick break, and then we'll be right back with...
A break?
What's another word for a break?
Time out?
Time out.
We're going to go on
take
time out. We'll be right back. All right. We hope that you enjoyed our Student of the Week interview. I'm sure you did. If anyone ever wants to be a part of the Student of the Week, if you want to recommend someone, or if you're a student out there and you want to be celebrated, just give Wayna a call or a text, or you can reach her on Facebook. Her phone number is 521-7325, 521-7325.
Say something quickly on that.
And try to call after 4, right? Or text after 4.
Well, now it's
We can call anytime. She's fine. You can call her right now if you want to. Call her in the morning, wake her up, call her just to say, hey, how you doing, Wayna?
I just ask that you be patient on the return call because I'm more busier than I've ever been.
Okay,
now,
yeah, so we understand that. Again, 521-7325. You can reach her on Facebook under Wayna Dobson, right?
I thought you kicked me to the curb because I saw on Facebook you said call
No,
Trippy.
because you were
I
sick.
was like,
You were sick, and I was just trying to.
oh, I was like,
Yeah,
yes.
see, no, I was just trying to
No, I was
give
excited.
you a little break. But
Thank
just before we go to our next interview, I just want to make an announcement. You are invited to a night of worship for the birthday celebration of Evangelist Tracy Shy Simmons. It's going to be Saturday, March the 11th. It starts at 5 p.m. sharp at the Abundant Life Ministries, 32B Jeremy Drive in Wilmington. They're going to have several musical guests. For more information, you can call 571-382-5555. 393-9279. Again, the phone number is area code 571-393-9279. Again, that is this Saturday, right? March 11th.
Yes.
5 p.m. a birthday celebration for Wilmington's very own evangelist Tracy Shy Simmons.
I wonder if she's going to sing.
Of course, she
Okay.
has to sing. She better sing. All right, so who's coming on now, Wayna?
Well, I don't want to give a long, we'll let him introduce himself, but a very, I want to say, special person. He has an awesome wife. I've known Pastor Meredith for quite some time. I was sharing with Facebook Live that I met him through Marla.
Okay.
And just through the years, just to watch him grow into the man that he's become now is, and I know we're the same age, but I'm proud of you.
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen.
so
Thank you.
welcome to the show. Your wife got you here. You know,
Yes, she did.
I was like, okay, hold on. Let me make this happen.
Amen.
Once she
Amen.
told me what it was for, I thought it was very important that you come on. So
Well, thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you
Hey,
both.
welcome to the show.
Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to come. When we were talking about where we were going to do this and how we were going to make the announcement, you were the first people we thought of,
Oh,
and this
my.
was the
Thank
place
you.
that we wanted to be able to make it happen. So for those who
Appreciate that.
don't know me, I'm Pastor Meredith Griffin. I pastor a local church here in Newcastle County, Delaware, Harvest Christian Fellowship, but I'm here this evening because I am running for a seat on the Christina School District Board of Education.
Okay.
And so I wanted to come on this evening and just share a bit about who I am and really let people know that I am running for school board. I think that running for school board is an important thing for all of us, believe it or not. Schools affect us whether we have children in them or not,
right.
because the children who come through those schools are parts of our communities wherever we may live. And so let me talk a bit, if you will, about how I came to make this decision.
Okay.
You know, I'm a pastor, so that's what I do. And my heart is to serve. So about 4 or 5 years ago, I decided to take a role in IMAC, the Interdenominational Ministers Action Council, and I became their education committee chair. At the time, we were doing as a group some back-to-school kinds of things for education. And I asked if it would be all right if I could go out and begin to kind of survey what was happening in the educational landscape here in Newcastle County. As a result, I got involved in quite a number of things and got to sit at a lot of tables where conversations about education were being had. And what I came to understand is that there are a lot of people in Newcastle County and throughout the state of Delaware that are absolutely passionate about ensuring that the young people here in our state receive a quality education. One of the things that kind of grieved me, and I want you to know I met a lot of excited people and a lot of people who are giving their lives to serving our young people, whether they're parents, community leaders, teachers, school administrators, district personnel, a lot of people who are committed to that. One of the things that really came to grieve me a bit was the polarization in our education system. The more tables I got to sit around and conversations I got to be part of, I began to hear that people kind of, no matter what, moved to their own corner and talked about protecting their part of the pie. And the thing that was missing was someone who said it really doesn't matter what it costs us, it really doesn't matter what it will cost us personally, what it takes from us. We need to ensure that we're about what's the best for those children. And so about a month ago, I made the decision that I'd run for school board here in the Christina School District. Not that I have something that other people don't have, although I do believe I bring a unique set of life skills and leadership ability to, you know, the role to serve on the school board. But I believe above all else, I'm only doing this because I want to serve what's in the best interest for the children. So I'm running from nominating District G, which is out in the Newark Bear area. But the good thing about school board elections, and this is really something I wanted to make sure got across tonight while we were here, it doesn't matter where the person is running from, what nominating district. Anyone who lives in the Christina School District can vote in a school board election. Anyone, you don't have to be a registered voter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if you have a criminal record. Anyone can vote in a school board election. And one of the things that I looked at when I was looking at how has voting been going in the most recent school board elections is that here in the city of Wilmington, school board elections aren't really well attended. In other words, people aren't getting out to vote. I believe the last election that was held for my nominating district, there were less than 150 people rounding who voted here from the city of Wilmington. Now, school board elections are woefully poorly attended. So literally, the last election, I believe there were 800 people who voted in the entire election period. So, but schools affect everything that we do. I mean, our young people from kindergarten up and even earlier, now that we're talking about early childhood education being so important, schools touch them. And so I think that if we're going to go out and vote, we need to not wait for every 4 years when a presidential election comes up, but be voting in school board elections as well. So I wanted to come on the Congo Hour and sit with two of my favorite people, amen,
Thanks,
and share that we are running. I also wanted to make sure that I got out just a bit of information. Right now, we have a Facebook page that is live. It is Facebook, of course, and then you can look for Elect Meredith Griffin and get information about when the website will be live. But we also have an email address for those who want to volunteer. Here's one of the things, and both of you know, you just ran for city council, and you have been a councilman, were my councilman when I was in the city for some time. And so you both know this is more than a notion.
Right.
And I didn't know how big a notion it was until I said yes. And so we're looking for all who want to hear more about what I believe I can bring to the Christina School Board. And ultimately, I want Christina to be a district that is a destination district. And by that I mean, I want it to be a district, right now it's a district that many people choice their children out of. I want it to be a district that people choose to choice their children into because of the quality, not just the people, they're quality people, but the quality of the programs and the outcomes that we're building for the children.
And when is the election?
The election is May 9th, thank you, because if I had forgotten that, I might have been in trouble.
You wouldn't have left off without saying that.
It is May 9th, so that is a really short election cycle. We have 9 weeks from this Tuesday will be election day. Election day is May 9th.
And you asked for volunteers. How can people help?
People can help in a number of ways. We're going to be, of course, doing some canvassing. Christina is a large district geographically, so it's a large district. So at some point, we're going to be doing some canvassing. Of course, at some point, we're going to need donations so people can donate. We may do a bit of phone banking, not much. We don't have a lot of time to do those kinds of things, but we're going to need people to, first and foremost, whether you live in Christina or not, you probably know someone who lives in the Christina School District. I'd love for you to tell people about me running for school board, and also for people to reach out. I'm looking for opportunities wherever they may be to get in front of people with who I am. I'm a minister. A lot of people know me in that role. A lot of people know me as well for some of the things I've done in the community. But because the district is so large and Wilmington is just a portion of the district, there are many who don't. So I'm looking for people who may desire to host a coffee where they will bring some people to their home, allow me a few minutes to talk about myself and what I hope to bring to the Christina School District. But I'm excited. I'm excited because I think I bring a diversity of thought and experience that can absolutely be helpful. And my experience as a pastor, I believe, is huge in building bridges and bringing people on board to see other ways of thinking.
I know you mentioned that the turnout is normally low, but I believe that what our nation is going through, and as far as education is concerned, I'm going to believe and pray that this is going to be the biggest turnout that we've ever received, just based on what's going on in our nation.
Yeah, that I believe is absolutely true. We actually have 3 people who are in the race, which is really encouraging in a lot of ways because some of these seats go uncontested. So one person runs and really then they don't hold an election at all. They just put the person back. And also to see that there's some folk who actually want to get engaged in the process speaks to what it is you're saying about the climate in our country right now.
Yeah, I don't think people realize how important school boards are. Could you take a few minutes just to explain the role of a school board?
Sure. School boards are what we call local education agencies. So what they do literally, a lot of people run to Dover a lot and they want to talk about what DOE is doing. But school boards are the ones who hire all of your building leaders. So the principals are hired by the school board. Your superintendent is hired by the school board. Teacher contracts are dealt with by the school board. Curriculum is set by the school board. The school year is set by the school board. Your policies for discipline of children are set by the school board. And so we need to understand that all of the things that we typically complain about in education, in Christina School District and districts like Brandywine and Red Clay, there are 7 people who are making those decisions. And so not only do we need people to come out and vote in school board elections, but we need people to come to school board meetings as well and have your voice be heard. The same way they come to council meetings, they should be coming to school board meetings and having their voice be heard there as well.
Most definitely. Well, I'll get with your wife. We'll definitely have you on a few more times
Amen. Awesome.
before the
Thank you.
election.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and when we schedule him to come back on, make sure that it's only maybe just him,
Okay.
just so we can really just
about
push you and
Thank
talk
you.
about
I
education
appreciate
and actually
Okay.
help you to get your
Thank you
message
so
on
much.
there. So maybe one other guest at the most, but we want you to be able
Okay.
to,
Awesome.
because I want to talk about education too with you. So
Okay.
we don't really have enough time tonight, but when you come back for the next few times, we'll go over it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. So
Thank
what's
you.
the contact number for you so people can, or email?
The
or-
email is
Okay.
electmeredithgriffin@gmail.com. So that's a long thing because my name is long. It's electmeredithgriffin
We have it up on our screen.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay.
Good.
All right, Pastor. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
All right,
you
we'll see
guys.
you soon.
Awesome. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
All right. So we'll take another quick break, and we'll be right back with Miss Sandy.
To the show. I hope that you are enjoying it so far. If you're just tuning in, please forgive my voice. I have laryngitis. It's not contagious, so Trippy will not be sick from it. So I'm really excited, as I always am, to go into our next interview with Miss Sharon Clark. I've known Miss Sharon for quite some time, and she is a strong woman. When I tell you that what I mean, we say women rock, this lady really rocks. She's come through so many things, and it reminds me of the Bible scripture, like you in the fire, but she came out like her hair wasn't, it wasn't burned, her whatever. She doesn't look like she's been through what she's been through. So I am excited to welcome Miss Sharon Clark and her guest, who she'll introduce to the Congo Hour. So welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, ladies. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And this is Claire Harmer from the Leukemia Lymphoma Society.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and let Claire tell you what she does, and then I'll jump in.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I work for a wonderful organization called the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and I have been a longtime volunteer with them and came on professionally in July. And we are the largest voluntary health organization in the world dedicated to finding a cure for blood cancers. So there are no preventative means for blood cancers, so we are constantly looking for a cure and to improve the quality of life and find better treatments for patients and their families.
Did you have a family member or a friend that made you get involved?
I did. When I was 23, my fiance David was diagnosed with leukemia, and after a 2.5-year battle, he unfortunately his battle ended in June of 2010. So that's where I really took up the cause to go on and fight for him and live for both of us. And that's how I got to meet Sharon.
Okay.
Yes.
So Miss Sharon, I was going to say, we can't really go all the way in, but
Right.
touch a little bit about what happened to you.
I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, which is a blood cancer. And I got involved with the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, which is how I met Claire. And that's why I'm here also, because I too want to find a cure for blood cancer. I'm in complete remission right now, but with blood cancer, I can go to get blood work tomorrow and the numbers can change and it can be full-fledged again. Until we find a cure, this is the life we live. Every month I have to go for blood work, and every month it's like, please God, let the numbers be the same. So until we find a cure for it, that's the life, with a lot of prayer, of course.
Right.
You know, that's the life we live. So that's why we're on this mission to find a cure. And because of all the work I've been doing, the fundraising, the awareness, they decided to nominate me for Woman of the Year.
Yes, we did.
Well deserved.
Yeah, I saw your congratulations when I posted it, and that means raise money. You know, I get a sash when I win. I plan on winning, you know, by raising lots of money, because you guys are going to give me lots of
Yes,
money.
we are. We're gonna make sure you get a lot of money.
Yeah, especially Trippy.
Everybody thinks that. Trippy doesn't have any money, Miss Sharon.
Trippy buries a lot of people. A woman's crime rate is high.
So when is the event, Ms. Sharon?
Well, the actual Man Woman of the Year campaign kicks off March 30th. So I can't take any money tonight. I can't take any money until March 30th. So that kicks off, and the events start rolling out. The first one is April 5th, which is a guest bartending event, which your gracious host there, Wayna, will be bartending. And Wayne, I think they only let you serve beer and wine.
Oh, you know what? That is true. That is true.
So that'd be
But they're gonna have to tell me which beer.
I think you
I
can
know
read.
Corona and Heineken. Other than that, I'm forget it. But go ahead.
Yeah, there'll be 3 of you behind the bar at the same time, plus
Okay.
the real bartender.
Okay.
And there'll be people like the insurance commissioner. He doesn't know how to bartend either.
Trinidad.
Yeah, Trinidad doesn't know how to bartend. Matt Meyer will be there.
Okay.
There'll be a lot of different people there. So
Okay.
they're all out there helping to fight the cause, you know, and we just want people to come out and support the cause. And
If people can't make it to the event, how can they support?
well,
ways?
the website will go up on the morning of March 30th, so they
Okay.
can donate. They can also go on the website, lls.org,
Okay.
and look for the Delaware chapter. There'll also be a link on my Facebook page as well.
Okay.
We also will also have a bowling event that's coming up on Sunday, April 9th. Where it's a $20 ticket price for 3 hours of bowling, a sliced pizza, the shoes, and the drink for $20. You can't beat that.
That's good.
That's a good price. And it's from 3 to 6 at Pleasant Hill Lanes in Newport.
Okay.
So that's a good price. So everybody can come out for that event, and we'll have raffles there and all that. And then we have Zoop Day, which is April 26th from 5 to 8.
We love Zoop here.
Oh, you like Zoop?
We do. We've had him on several
Eric?
times. Eric, yes.
Oh, he's so generous.
He is,
Yes,
he
because
is.
he's also donating food for the guest bartending
saw that.
event. So Eric has graciously offered to, you know, host a Zoop Day for us. So it's from 5 to 8. So at both locations of his, he'll donate up to 25% of the proceeds to us.
Very good.
Yes, so we're looking forward to that. But what we want to do really is to spread the word, to get awareness. LLS has a lot of resources for the African American community, and they've been trying to reach out to that community to help. But there's a bridge that they've been trying to cross, and I'm trying to bridge that gap because they haven't been able to cross over to get to that community. So I'm here to say, you know, they do have the resources to help families. There's a great support group at the Helen Graham Center, so people don't have to suffer by themselves in silence.
So is that what you find that happens often? When, because you said there's a bridge between the organization and the African American community.
We find that with the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, we spend so much of our money on research and patient access and advocacy, and
Okay.
we're not spending a ton of money on advertising and marketing.
Okay.
So we rely on our volunteers to really get out the word of mouth, and that's why Sharon has been so valuable. And we find that so many people who are diagnosed with blood cancer aren't aware of the services that we provide. So we want to make sure that everyone knows and that when someone has a loved one or a friend diagnosed or is personally diagnosed, one of their first thoughts is, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society can help me. We have copay assistance programs. We have an information resource center based out of our home office in New York, help with answering all sorts of questions. It's a scary diagnosis. It's uncharted territory. So we want to be there to help everyone and make sure that everyone knows that we're a resource that they can contact.
And can you give us your contact information?
Absolutely. My personal email address is Claire, C-L-A-I-R-E .Harmer @LLS.org, and feel free to reach out to me, and we will put you in touch with the right people who can help you navigate your diagnosis.
All right. Can you spell your last name for us?
Sure, it's H-A-R-M-E-R.
Okay. H-A-R-M-E-R.
So, and I'll leave my contact information with you, and Sharon knows how to get in touch with me.
Okay.
And certainly calling our main chapter office. Our number is 302-661-7300.
Okay.
Yes. And just so people know, there is a support group out there. And Claire's, trying to clean it up a little bit, but me, Trippy, and Wayne, I'm very direct. When I went to the support group, after the doctor gave me the statistics about multiple myeloma being predominantly an African American diagnosis, there was no African Americans in the support group. I walked in and I thought I was at the wrong place. There was none. And it has changed a little bit because I've been spreading the word. Our culture, we get a diagnosis, we go home, we don't want to talk about it. That's the truth. But now people are learning that we can talk about it. It's not the elephant in the room anymore. And we don't have to suffer in silence. Cancer is not the big bad elephant. Look at me. We can overcome these things, and I got a lot of support from that community. So I'm not the only one in there anymore, and I feel good. So that's what we need to do. We need to get involved and be out there and,
So
support each
hopefully
other.
someone that is watching our show this evening, and we'll also have it on our Facebook page, and you can also go to my personal Facebook page, that if you know anyone, you may work with them, go to school with them, catch the bus with them, whomever, please make sure that you refer them to the LLS, and we did put the telephone number up on the screen. And we need more people like you, Ms. Cher, who's not afraid or ashamed to go out in the community and share what you've been through. So like I told Pastor Meredith, we'll definitely have you come back on again so we can talk about, like how, when you found out, what you did, and those type of things, okay? If you don't mind.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right, so recap for us, Wednesday, April the 5th.
April the 5th, the guest bartending event. April 9th, the bowling event. And April 26th, the Zoop Day. And, my team is called Team Pretty Tough.
Okay.
That's because that's me. And you can support my campaign for Woman of the Year. And stay tuned because there will be a lot more events. And I'll tag you and you in all my events on Facebook.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for having
You're
us.
welcome.
All right.
See you next time you come back.
Yes.
All right.
We're going to take another quick break, and Wayne is going to come back with some community news and our funeral announcements.
Oh, wait a
So
minute, you leaving?
She'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Kim from Congo Funeral Home, and as many of you know, I am the pre-planning expert here at Congo Funeral Home. So I want to take a few minutes tonight to just share with you the top 10 reasons why funeral planning makes sense. And we're just going to start with number 1, peace of mind. The peace of mind of knowing that your family's not going to have to deal with the stress of planning at such a difficult time. Every single person who I have pre-planned has a great sigh of relief for knowing that they've relieved this burden from both themselves and their loved ones. Second, financial security. So when you pre-plan with Congo Funeral Home, and pre-fund, so that's important. So when you pre-plan and you also make payments, you get to lock the funeral cost in. So instead of having an insurance policy that's only going to be worth $10,000 forever, you get to pay for a funeral where you have the funeral all paid for, and when the cost increases, yours doesn't, because you were able to lock that cost in at today's price. So, and there's some people who've pre-planned a long time ago, and they locked it in at the price back in the 90s even. The next is the option to pay over time. So we all know that it's really hard. Well, I always look at myself, think it's very hard for me to come up with a large sum of money just right away. So when you pre-plan, you're able to pay for up to 10 years. The good news is that I'm a licensed life insurance agent. I do this just for pre-planning. So you're getting insurance to pay for your funeral, which means you're covered while you're paying. So we've got really great deals. After 1 year of paying, if you pass, you still get 70% of what you've planned. After 2 years, it's 100%. And does that mean your family doesn't have to pay anymore? Yes, your family doesn't have to pay anymore after that. Of course, the goal is to be like many people, just get it paid for and have it waiting. But it is always better to stretch out payments and make it easier for you to handle. The next great thing is you actually know what the cost of your funeral is going to be. So very often we're pre-planning with people who don't even know what a funeral costs. So they're telling you all kinds of stuff. But just come to the funeral home and we can give you exact figures of what the funeral will be. It's fully transferable. So although you're here at Congo Funeral Home planning, suppose you decide to be like me and move to Florida for a while. Or to retire in Florida or go out west, go to Arizona or something. Your whole funeral plan and all of the monies that you set aside go with you. So that's great. You're not just locked into only Congo Funeral Home. It is also an exempt asset. So many people are going through the processes of Medicaid, and they know that you're only allowed to have $2,000 worth of total assets. Your typical insurance policy counts as your asset. But guess what? We make this irrevocable, and it does not count as your asset. The next great thing is that you get to do it with your loved ones if you want to. So many times when I go pre-plan with people, I'll have brother and sister, I'll have husband and wife, but it's very nice to have your loved ones with you while you're pre-planning. And then the one call. So recently I've had, I guess it's a pleasure in that too, of having families who have pre-planned, and when their loved one passed, they didn't even have to come into the funeral home because we had everything all arranged. So they were able to come in only for inspection. That's wonderful. Some people, the next one is to preserve your independence. Some people like to know that they've made the selections. They want things done a certain way. Sometimes it's for religious reasons. Sometimes it's for financial reasons. Sometimes it's just because I want to make my own choices. And that's what we should do. So by pre-planning yourself, you get to do just that. And the personalization is that you get to make it just the way you want it. People always say, Kim, you know, how much is a funeral going to be? Or what do we have to put into it? What do I have to bring? Each case is different because each person is different. So we customize whatever you need just for you. So very important. I'm all done now, but I need you to remember, you can call me anytime. It's no cost to meet with me. We take every single person from age 0 to 115 to pre-plan. You don't have to have a policy. We create one for you. If you have one, we can work with yours as well. And you can make the appointment for day, evening, weekend, whatever you need. I'm always here. Thank you for your time and enjoy the Congo Hour.